Hey everybody, this is invoice generation using Python. What we will be doing this in this tutorial is to use Python to write a script to generate a invoice PDF from some template that we have. So say we have an HTML template. The idea is to create a PDF automatically using a Python script. Now, this is a very common scenario that you would see in the real world today. Say you have an e-commerce or you want to download your bank statement. What the bank server would do is when you send in a request, they send a request to their servers to create a PDF and then send it to your email. So what we'll be looking at into is how we can create a PDF using a tool called Python, a package called Puppeteer or Puppeteer, which is the Python port of it. So let me just show you a quick example. So we have here is an invoice.html file. So this looks like this. And when we run our script, we'll say Python 3 generate invoice.py. We launch a browser and kind of create a PDF using that. And if we open the invoice.pdf file, we have that PDF generated. So this is what we'll be looking into. And we will start writing our code. So I'll create a file called invoice.py, and we need a library called, we need a package called Puppeteer or Puppeteer, which is the Python port. So also I'll do Puppeteer GitHub. So if you take a look at this, you must kind of know, like, this is an example of Selenium, like alternative of Selenium. Feel free to use Selenium or Playwright if you're comfortable with it. To install this, you can use pip install Puppeteer, and that's it. So we will come back to our code and start working on this. So we need to create a browser instance and stuff using Puppeteer. So what we'll do is from Puppeteer import launch, and we'll name our function as execute, which is like main entry point, and we'll say if underscore name equals underscore main, then run the execute function, and then we will start working with this. So we'll say browser. Okay, now one thing we did wrong is we need an async function for this, so we'll be awaiting, and so we will import async IO for this and run our main function as async io.run under the async event loop. So we'll say browser equals await launch, and then we need to pass in some additional parameters using a dictionary. So we'll say executable path, which is we will set to our actual installed Chrome instance. Now, if you do not pass the executable path, it will automatically install a Chromium version. And so if you do not want to kind of use the default Chrome that's in your system, you can always just leave it empty, and then we'll set this as headless true false for now so we get what's actually happening. And we have our browser instance. We'll create a new page using where page equals await browser dot new page, and that'll create a new tab for us. And we need to just create fetch the HTML contents from the invoice.html file. So I have a very simple HTML file here. You will find this HTML template in the description of the video. There will be a blog post link which will take you to the HTML template here, so which you can just copy from that website. And then we will kind of set this as the page content. So we will write a function to fetch that for us. So we'll say def fetch invoice template, and we'll write that. So we'll say with open as /invoice.html, read mode as f. We'll say invoice string as or let's say invoice content. Let's say page content equals f.read, and then return the above, right? Return that tab. There you go, right? So we return that, and we create an instance, or we just call the function. We're going to say page, we'll just say page content equals fetch invoice template, and we'll say page dot, so we'll say await page dot set content to the page content, and we'll just wait for a couple of seconds before we try and create this. We'll just say wait for 3 seconds, and async i.sleep. Okay, we need to await this, and we will create a PDF using the async from the feature available in Puppeteer. So I'll say await page.pdf, and we'll just pass in a couple of options. I did not remember, so I'll just go ahead and take Puppeteer page.pdf, and we'll find that from the docs. So let's just go into Puppeteer, and mostly the options are the same. Oh, it's available. Let's go into Puppeteer docs. Let's see if we can. We'll just go to Puppeteer docs. Let's go Puppeteer docs. We'll see. There you go. So if we inside the docs, we'll just search for PDF of not available. So we'll go page of this. We'll search in the docs for PDF. There you go, page.pdf. And what options do we have? We pass the options as a dictionary, and we have a path. So where do we want to save this? So that's it, easy enough. So we'll just give a dictionary and say path, and let's say generated invoice.pdf, and close the dictionary, and that should do. I will just say print generated PDF generation completed. And that should be it. I'll just say return, and there you go. I'll just try and run this. Let's say term python3 invoice.py. Oops, okay, so we need to set in the executable path, otherwise it'll automatically go ahead and download that. We did not require that. So if you go to Chrome colon dash slash dash version, you should find the executable path here. So if you just copy that and paste that there, this should work now. So I'll say term python3 invoice.py. There you go. It opens up the browser, and then do that. Okay, so the error shows that the way to kind of kill the browser was not called. So we need to do that too. So we'll say await browser.close. And there you go. So that should solve that. Fine. So it opens up the browser, sets that, and okay, there you go. The result PDF generation complete has logged, and now we can just move this to true, and maybe you can just do this as 1 second and come back and do that. Let's say term python3 invoice.py. Was that true? Okay, that's the typo there. And there you go. Now it's just PDF generation completed. Now if we go into this and say generated invoice.pdf generated, and there you go. We have our browser, we have our PDF generated, and that's all. Like, now this is a very real world scenario where you would, like, this is an extremely easy way to generate PDFs. You could always try and use the PDF toolkits like Python packages available to generate PDFs, but then styling in the modern way would become really difficult. So this becomes like an easy way to do this. Thank you so much for watching.